Let's talk to Rachel Hicks. Thank you. There's more than that here, but we'll see who we got. Good morning, Ms. Hicks.
Good morning.
This is file 252622. OT, it's written under ordinance. I gotta get used to writing 26. You got a ticket on December 14th for driving suspended. They wrote this under 3 River City ordinance, and they can't charge anything more than a 93-day offense under city ordinance. So they wrote it as a first offense, driving suspended. First offense, driving suspended is a very common offense. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Carries 2 points on your driving record and requires that your license be suspended. This was like 1:30 in the morning, 1:33 a.m. driving down Main Street in Michigan, right at the Main 4. How do you plead to that charge?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this?
No, sir.
Or promise you anything?
No, sir.
Where were you going?
I was going down to the Shell station to get a pop. I have transferred into a new role at work where I do work third shift.
Where do you work?
McDonald's still. I'm a manager.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Yes, sir.
So you left McDonald's to go get a pop somewhere else?
No, I left home to go get a pop rather than waking up my husband.
Whose car were you driving?
My husband's.
Well, what I'm gonna do, you're already suspended. You got $360 worth of other unpaid fines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna set this out for sentencing and see if you pay on the other fines.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, I
fill you
could
in
put
on
you in
that
jail
part.
and wipe out the fines. All right, well, let me tell you some things. I appreciate your willingness to set responsibility here, but this applies to you and everybody else who's here. Do you understand that if you do plead guilty to this charge, you give up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? If you had a trial, oops, your lips are moving and no one's saying this is People versus Rachel Hicks, 252622 OT. Understand that if you do plead guilty to this charge, there won't be a trial. You'd be giving up your right to be represented by an attorney. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. If you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. How do you get back and forth to work?
Normally I walk.
It's not very far, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, you walk down Michigan Avenue?
5 blocks to home, yes.
All right.
If I'm leaving work at 6 a.m., that's how I get home because my husband works first shift.
All right. I'm going to set this for sentence for about 2 months out. March 4th. Yes. At 8:30, I'll say 9 o'clock. Ms. Hicks, you got a lot of baggage on your driving record. You got a DWLS in 21. Anyway, you got 5 prior DWLS or no opses. But Three Rivers is so small and there's nobody on the road at 1:30 in the morning and they see you, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, as I say. Tuesday, March 4th. 9 o'clock, courtroom C for sentence. Some of this is restitution in an old larceny case.
Yes,
That's
sir.
never been paid since 2018. We're gonna get this taken care of. Oops, I want you to stop out at the counter. The ladies will tell you how much you owe. Even if you don't pay it all off, and I want you to start making payments on it, and then we'll talk about it. Or I can put you in jail and wipe out the jail on the fines in the other cases, but I'd rather you just pay the fines.
Me
So
too.
I will see you on March 4th at 9 o'clock for sentence.
Okay,
And if you stop out at the counter, the ladies will tell you how much you owe.
okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Jeffrey Harrington?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're Jeffrey Arthur Harrington?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Harrington, this is an old case, 2022, that's resurrected itself. The file number is 221617. I'm glad you're here. I think we can get this thing resolved. It's alleged that at that time, August 4th of 2022, you stole money from, or you stole something from the Walmart store in Three Rivers. And then you went off the grid. They issued the warrant and they didn't actually serve the warrant until August of 25. You got arrested. I'm not sure what happened. No, they didn't serve the warrant until December of 25. Then you posted bond. It looks like you spent 1 day in jail. You posted $210 of bond. The normal fine for this is $200 and you'd be barred from Walmart. Let's take a look at this. I looked at it early this morning. Do you live in Albion now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep, got custody of my children, got a place there.
We have long memories around here, at least I do. I'm not sure what's gonna happen when I leave. Nobody will remember anything, but we often get old warrants that get served. How'd you get picked up on this?
I don't even remember anything about.
No, but when you got arrested in December,
Oh, in December?
Keith, would you give him a Kleenex,
Recently?
ask him to take his gum out?
My apologies.
Well, couple,
Well,
we
I was
don't,
dropping off my children that night.
and where did you get arrested?
Three Rivers.
Are your kids live in Three Rivers?
Yes, sir.
And so on the December 18th, they ran your plate or something and found an old warrant?
Yeah, I had a license plate light hanging.
All right, well, you used to live with a guy that worked in the automotive department, John Gingrich.
Yes, sir.
And Gingrich said he saw you steal a fishing rod. You used a barcode for a cheaper fishing rod instead of barcode for the fishing rod that you had on it. So they watched the video and compared your photo ID and they issued this warrant for your arrest 4 years ago. If you plead guilty to this charge, I'm going to give you 1 day in jail credit, 1 day. I'm going to use your bond to pay the fine and the restitution. and you can get on about your business. If you don't remember it, you can plead no contest, or if you wish, you can plead not guilty if you deny it or don't believe that you're responsible for it.
Right. I just like to, I'm
what's that?
sorry. I like to get all taken care of today
All right.
and get on.
Do you remember the incident?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you switch barcodes on a fishing rod?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, you must have not been in trouble in the last 4 years because they didn't
No.
pick you up till this actually happened.
Been straightening up. Got a job, got custody of my
All
kids.
right.
got
I'm
my license
also
back.
gonna put you on a plan on your unpaid tickets around here. You got driving without a license and some other zoning stuff. But in this case, anybody threaten you to get you to the plea
No,
to
Your
this?
Honor.
Or what I told you about what I'm gonna do for a sentence? Other than that, did anybody promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
No, Your Honor.
All right, plead guilty. We end up, I complain about this, being Walmart's enforcer for $25. Be easier if we just wrote them a check. We probably spent $500 in resources to deal with this, but nonetheless, I'll show you pled guilty. I'm gonna make this come out to $210. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, 25 restitution to Walmart. That's $150. And a $60 fine that comes out to $210. 1 day jail credit 1 day, and you're barred from Walmart for 1 year. So you owe $0. All right, that resolves this case. I'm gonna have the court officer take you out to the court and talk about your unpaid stuff and set up a payment plan
Yes,
to
sir.
get all these old things taken care of. Like I said, this warrant issued in 2022 and you didn't get arrested at 2025, which means you haven't been in any trouble in the last 3 years. But I want you to pay these old tickets. And
I got a little bit of money I can put towards them today too.
all right, very good. You're good to go. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, Your Honor.